it's Tracy coming to you today with a video showing you exercises that you can utilize on a daily basis, which are general things that you would do repetitively to help you increase your movement, your overall strength, flexibility throughout your arm and your legs. So my affected side being my left side, your affected side could be your right, but these are just some of the things that I did to help with my overall mobility and strength, and then just getting back natural movements. So this first exercise I'm going to show you is called, I call it kiss the bicep. So to kiss the bicep, the whole purpose is to get your bicep to your lip, and you want to actually kiss it. So if you're struggling with trying to get your arm up over your head, or even get your arm over to the other side, this is something you can do. So I'll generally tell a person that I'm working with to start with taking their arm up as far as they can take it themselves. And say, for instance, if you get stuck here, then you would use your unaffected side, which mine would be the right, and go for the rest to push it up. Move my sleeve. So again, lips to the bicep. So I would have you start over on your side, like such, to really stretch out that scapula and that shoulder area. We're gonna take it up as high as you can take it over to the other side, and the rest of the way we're gonna assist it. I'm gonna come in so you can see here. Kissing the bicep. I'm gonna bring that arm back down. Take it up as far as you could take it, which I could take mine across, but I'm just stopping here to show you for purposes of how to assist it. Kiss the bicep. So once you got that, we're going to actually work on extending that arm over even further. That's just the step one of it. Kiss the bicep is here. Now we want to actually push the arm deeper. Really digging deep into that scapula, lifting it up even a little higher past the lip. So instead of just kissing the bicep, we're taking it past the head. And you'll actually feel a stretch going all the way down from the scapula to your latissimus dorsi here. So we have it over here, really pushing it in. If you're really feeling a stretch here, you can leave it here. But if you can push yourself to take it a little higher, let's go ahead and take it a little higher. So our goal is to hold that anywhere from 5 to 15 seconds. And I'm giving you that duration of time because some people, if you don't have the strength, it becomes like a cardiovascular exercise with trying to get your arm up and lift the body part for a longer duration of time. So until your body is strong enough in order to hold it for 15 seconds, if you can only hold it for 5 seconds, let's go with 5 seconds, because the fatigue will start to kick in if you're dealing with that. And put it back down, take it back up. Our goal is to go ahead and do at least 15 of these on each side. If you could push yourself to go more, definitely go more. And I haven't mentioned, because if you're dealing with the hand still not opening, I'm not going to give you another task on top of this to make it more difficult. But if your hand does open, you do want to pay attention to make sure when you're taking it across the body, the hand is open, your fingers are spread apart. If you're dealing with the situation, your fist is still closed, we're not going to push you by focusing on the hand and the arm at the same time. So yes, this is the affected side. So we don't want you to only do the affected side, which definitely this will help to strengthen it. We don't want to ignore the non-affected side. So we'll do the same on this side, which the great thing about this, you'll be able to see how easily the non-affected side moves, and it actually feeds your brain to say, you know what, this is great. Look how fluidly that side is moving over. And therefore you can see how the affected side should be moving, which over time you will get it to be able to move as such. And again, have it over here. We're still going to hold it for 5 to 15 seconds because we still want to not ignore this side. We want to give it that stretch from the scapula all the way down to the latissimus dorsi as well. So holding that side up, and this is another exercise for the affected side. Even though your non-affected side can hold itself up on its own, we're still going to use that affected side to get that arm up there and to push into it. So we're still working your affected side and the non-affected side. Back down. All right, kiss the bicep. Again, 15 minimum, but definitely push yourself. If you can go to 25, go to 25. Give yourself the rest in between, making sure you're drinking water, you're taking your breath, like you're taking your time in between so you're not overworking yourself. I don't want your muscles to become too fatigued to the point that you're too sore later on the next day to continue to do exercise as such. So that was our first exercise for today. The second one, we're going to work our legs. This is going to be a simple video. This one is a great one for the legs, but it's a challenge for most. We're not going to assist yourself. I want you to cross your leg. And that sounds so simple, doesn't it? Let's cross the leg. Okay, you got that leg up there by yourself. Some of us may not be able to, because in the beginning, when I first had my stroke, I could not cross the leg myself. So if you cannot get your leg on top, guess what? Also another exercise for that left side that's affected, or the side that is affected. If your hand doesn't grasp on its own, we're still going to put it down here under the leg. And with your non-affected side, you're going to reach down and cuff it up under. So therefore, when I go to cross the leg, I'm lifting it with both arms, using my left and my right. Now I'm going to uncross the leg, take it down. I'm going to cross the leg back. If you can cross it on your own, cross it on your own, but I still want you to take that affected side and put it up here to really engage it. And at the same time, while you're engaging it, we're stretching out your adductors because we're pushing it over. Take it down. And again, engaging this hand, put it up under here, picking it up, and bringing it back down. I'll turn it to the front so you can see. If I need to engage the hand, put it under, grab it with the non-affected side, lift them both up, cross over. Once you get that crossed over, really want to stretch that adductor out, push that leg over even more, and take it back down. And again, we'll do the opposite side. Of course, it's going to be a lot easier, cross over. But for this one, again, we want to always engage that affected side. So we're going to put this hand over here. We're going to push it over. Hold it up there. And this one, you can hold it up there for the 5 to 15 seconds, but generally this one will be a lot quicker until we go to the next version of this, which I'll show you. This is just step 1 of the lower body exercise with crossing the legs. And again, we're going to go to this side 15 to 25 times. Seems so simple, doesn't it? But it's not that simple if you're in the stages of your body really not moving on its own. But it turns out to be a great exercise, because even have somebody in your household try this one right here. And I always crack up when I have somebody that has not been affected by a stroke do this. They're like, yo, that was a workout. Well, I'll go right into it. So this one is the crossing our leg, but we're going to take it a little step further. Instead of just crossing the leg over, we're actually going to, I forgot what this position is called, but basically we're crossing the leg on top of the leg instead of just crossing the legs over. So as the leg is crossed on top here, I want your affected hand to push down onto that knee, and your non-affected hand is going to pull in. So we're really working abductors right now. You're feeling that definitely right here. So the first step is gonna be a lot easier. It just depends on how much you've been stretching and working that affected side is how you'll feel it. So this is the one we really wanna give ourselves some time to hold it for about 10 seconds. Holding it down. And if you can stand it, we're gonna push it down because we were stretching right in here. I do this quite often, but I can still feel it. I believe I'm feeling it from my workout previously, and they're pretty tight. So, next part of the exercise, hands off, and let's take that leg off. That's where the real work comes in, right there. Putting it back up, you got it up, now you gotta make the adjustments to push it down. Hands free. Push it down, hands are on there, holding it. We're gonna take it off. If you're in a situation where you cannot do the hands free, guess what? It's all good, because we know how to make it work. So, again, as I showed you for the cross of the leg, we're gonna put that affected arm down, non-affected, lift it up, the same way we did for crossing the leg over, and I'm really trying to eliminate using that hand, even though I know mine's work, and you would do it as such. Now that we got the leg up here, and we're crossing it still. So we can get that deep stretch. We always want to keep this hand engaged. I'm placing it on here, and I have my non-affected side to help push it down. So if you can't put the pressure on yourself, then you use this hand to put it on to help you. So therefore this hand is still engaged, and we'll grab this side with the non-affected side. Simple enough? Take it off. Again, I'll show you if your leg isn't moving on its own. Put that arm down here, grab it to support it. Lift that leg up like such. Now we got it up there, and guess what? Now we're gonna push it down. That's what I'm talking about. Get that work in. So, our non-affected side. Boom, boom, it's up there. But again, I want you to keep this affected hand engaged. So now that you have it up here, take your hand, so even if you're dealing with the fact that your hand is still fisted, you're gonna pry that hand open, and we're gonna place it around that ankle like such. Again, always trying to do something with keeping that side engaged. So a non-affected side is pushing it down at the knee. Taking it off, and here we go again. Bringing it back up, pull it in, and push down. I guarantee you, have somebody in your household do this exercise with you and tell them they ain't had no stroke. They can't use their hands. Boom, hop that leg up there and make them sit there and hold it and take it back down. And after they do this about 15 to 25 times, baby, please. They're gonna be like, yo, what type of workout y'all doing? We're trying to get ourselves back to what we were before our stroke and even better. So again, to go over the exercises we went through, kiss the bicep, take the arm up first, hold it there, push it up, even further if you can. If you want a deeper stretch, go over the head a little more. Taking it back down, and that's bringing it down to the side is really just allowing everything to relax and reset and bring it back up. Or again, if you're assisting it throughout the full duration, take it as far as you can, and the rest, we're gonna use that non-affected side and pull it over. Our next one, for our lower body, crossing that leg. Okay, go ahead, pizzazz. Men and women cross their leg. Now we're gonna take it a little bit further where, whoa, you really relax. You sitting there chilling with that leg really crossed over. How that feel? So this is the second part of the exercise. Again, take your time while you're doing this. I'll come closer just so you can see. Take your time while you're doing this. And, oh, you know what? I'm gonna challenge myself. I used to be able to do this. Let's see if I can still. Oh, okay, I can. Get myself here where the leg is crossed over, pushing down into that knee. And we're gonna sit here. So the first part, kiss the bicep, push the arm up. Second part, cross the leg over with the general cross. And the third part is to cross it over for a full cross. I totally forgot what this is called, this transition I'm in, but whatever. You got what I'm saying? So, hope these exercises help you all in your recovery. Again, if there's anything else I can help you with, assist, you can contact me at bodybytrace@yahoo.com. Social media, Instagram page at BodyTraceFit, and as you're on my YouTube channel, BodyTraceFit. So appreciate y'all. You got any questions, reach out. If you need any more helpful videos of something that I did during my recovery, I would love to help you. Contact me that way.